Match predictions for Clash in Paris. So we've already got Stephanie Vaquer challenging the Women's World Champion, which is either going to be Naomi or Io Sky because they have a match on Raw next week. My guess is going to be Naomi versus Stephanie Vaquer, which pretty much makes sense really because I don't. But it wouldn't surprise me if Io actually won that, It was Io versus Stephanie. Oh, that's actually good actually. Io versus Stephanie, no one interrupting. But do they want Naomi to actually lose the world title this soon? It's a bit confusing because think about it. Naomi's already won the world title and she's already defeated Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, pinning Io one time and then Rhea another time. So obviously she's basically pinned both the top stars of the women's division on Raw. So I can see them both going. I can see it going both ways, but I feel like they're going to save Io versus Stephanie Vaquer for a bigger event. I'm going to guess it's going to be Naomi versus Stephanie Vaquer at Clash in Paris. I'm going to get Io versus Stephanie at a different event. I also think as well that we're going to get a rematch between AJ Styles and Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. Just because I want to see AJ Styles' entrance again from the last time he was in Paris. Oh, sorry, last time he was in France, which was Lyon, France, I believe. Please correct me if I'm wrong. AJ basically hasn't finished with Dom. I'm assuming obviously going to be like just a normal singles match. But yeah, I can see that being another championship match. Right, usually, okay, there's like about 5 or 6 matches on PLE. Very rarely 7. So I've come up with 6 matches here, I have. Another match I'm going to put on a PLE is going to be a Parish street fight. And that is going to be Damian Priest versus Aleister Black. I'm guessing that, because obviously the match on SmackDown, which was like a no contest or Aleister Black got DQ or something, that wasn't on the SummerSlam card. So I can see like getting Aleister Black onto a PLE, and this is a great way to basically do it. So that's not one I'm like majorly thinking I could put all my money in towards it, but then it's definitely worth a shout. I mean, I'm pretty sure every single Clash in wherever, Drew McIntyre's been in the main event. I don't think he's going to be in the main event, but it wouldn't surprise me if he had a match here. I could think of 2 people who we could possibly go against. One of them being Jacob Fatu, just because he's a babyface on SmackDown. Jimmy Uso, I don't really see him getting to that point. So if I had to pick, if Drew McIntyre is going to have a match, I'm either going to say Jacob Fatu, like I just mentioned, or LA Knight. Just because I think keeping LA Knight in like a main event scene, but as he moved to Raw though, that's where it's confusing. Like, where is LA Knight? So if I had to pick one out of them 2, I'm going to say we're going to get Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu. There's not really much to go off, just the fact that Drew McIntyre's always been clashing the wherever. And then I think we're going to get a world title match. I say a world title because I don't think we'll get a WWE Championship match, which I'll talk about in a minute. So, I originally thought it was going to be Seth Rollins versus CM Punk versus Gunther in a triple threat match like they do a lot of the times. But apparently Gunther is out injured indefinitely because he fell over a table or something, I'm not sure. So, why not just go for Seth Rollins versus CM Punk at a PLE? It's obviously kind of writes itself. Maybe it won't happen. Maybe it'll happen more like at War Games, but they're probably going to be in like actual War Games. So I'm going to just throw it out there and say Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. Now, the reason I don't think we're going to get the WWE Championship match is because Cody Rhodes is obviously going to have to film Street Fighter. And with the return of Brock Lesnar and John Cena basically being at Clash in Paris, yeah, like that would be like the main event. I'm pretty sure they happened at like Extreme Rules. So I'm reckon we're going to get John Cena versus Brock Lesnar in a normal like wrestling match, so that can go into the main event and have the reason as to why Cody's not there is because that match is happening and he can often do Street Fighter. When it comes time to like defend his title, probably at Survivor Series for example, at least we've actually got some filler matches, if that makes sense. Not exactly filler, but you know what I'm trying to say. Those are the 6 matches I think. So I'm saying Naomi versus Stephanie Vaquer, but Io Sky is a good shout. Obviously, it's possible, but I'm going to go for Naomi versus Stephanie Vaquer. Then I'm going to go for Damian Priest versus Aleister Black in a Paris street fight. I'm also going to go for Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu. AJ Styles versus Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins for the World Championship, World Heavyweight Championship. And then I'm going to go for Brock Lesnar versus John Cena in the main event. This has been recorded on Tuesday. I still need to watch the main event between LA Knight and Seth Rollins, but I'll be very surprised if LA Knight actually wins. So, if that's the case, then this video was completely pointless in making it. Well, I mean, let me know what matches you think are going to happen. Do you agree with any of mine? Do you think they're stupid? Either way, just let me know. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.